Welcome to another episode. This is your Captain Tiny, and I'm the first mate, Bubbles. And this is our sailing vessel, Tiny Bubbles. It's pretty chill conditions for us to get across what is known as the Mona Passage between Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. While this passage may not look like much on the chart, the Mona Passage has a reputation for being one of the more treacherous passages in the Caribbean, and that's because the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea squeeze massive volumes of water through this narrow passage, and the constant trade winds blow from the east, giving you a recipe for strong currents and confused seas. That can be a kind of a brutal passage, I guess, if the weather isn't cooperative. I think our biggest challenge is that the winds are going to be light, so we are probably going to use a lot of fuel. I saw that there was a person that was looking for passage back to the DR during this time frame that we're getting ready to leave. And I said to Dale, we probably really should reach out to this person. But I kind of, we're so new and I don't know if it's the right time to bring people aboard. And then Dale said, it is an overnight passage. We have to sail through the day, through the night, and arrive the next day. So I reached out to the person. They are part of our Blue Water cruising community. So it's going to be better to have a third person to do that overnight watch with us. Charles and his wife Bree and their 2 kids are hoping to buy a sailboat from Puerto Rico. He traveled there to survey that boat.
So, the next journey is I'm actually heading back to Dominican Republic right now. I hitched a ride with Tammy and Dale, Tiny Bubbles.
We're getting ready to cross the Mona Passage.
Yes, we're actually well into it, I suppose.
They've been amazing for hosting me and taking me back home, and I'm going to crew with them, so super grateful. We had a very successful survey, so I'm excited about that, and it's just a gorgeous day. We're heading out. It's 2:41 right now, and we should be over in Puerto Bahia, Dominican Republic, in hopefully less than 24 hours. I'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah, I had it wrapped too hard on the furler. With the wind at our back, the sail angle needs to be a little more out. We're terrible at trimming sails.
That's okay. So then just let out your sheet until you see a 90-degree angle at the tack. 90 degree to the boat. There you go. Keep it coming out. And then look at that right there, I think. Pretty good.
We momentarily put out the Genoa, but quickly brought it back in when we realized it was giving us no assist at all.
Here we are, stuck out in the ocean.
So the poles are going out in the water. See what happens.
Got all that on board? I do. Board, do you want the Coast Guard number? Oh, yeah, that number? Yeah, please.
The Coast Guard wanted to know why we weren't transmitting with our AIS. All of the settings were on, so we weren't sure why we couldn't be seen. We could see other boats, but they couldn't see us. This would need to be fixed. Dale took the first watch from 7 to 10 p.m. And then I was to take the second watch from 10 to 12. However, because the motors were on, it was loud down below in the cabin, and I put in earplugs and missed my alarm. I didn't get up until 11. Charles came from 12 to 3. And then Dale came again from 3 to 6. And I relieved him at 6, but Charles was also up at that time.
So we're at day 2 of our Mona crossing. It's the morning time. We left about 3 p.m. yesterday, and right now it's 8:56. We're averaging about 6 knots over ground right now, and the seas are extremely calm. We're motoring. There's no wind to sail, so it's been a very pleasant sail. Got some good sleep in between shifts. I did the shift from 12 to 3 last night, and it was easy. Had a full moon, so could see the ocean out there, and there wasn't too much traffic, so yeah, this is exciting.
Whale watching season in the Dominican Republic typically runs from mid-January to late March, with the peak occurring in February. I do not think my camera's going to get it, but we are watching what looks to be 2 whales. Lots of splashing. Then you'll see a big white fin come out of the water, and then it splashes down. During this time, humpback whales migrate from the North Atlantic to the warm, protected waters of Samana Bay to mate, give birth, and nurse their calves. We've got no wind, have not flown a single sail in 18 hours on the water, but I'm not complaining. It is beautiful, smooth, glorious sea state, glorious weather, just no wind at all, none to speak of. But we saw whale this morning. We've had a couple of bites on the line. All right, woohoo! Oh yeah, putting up a fight. All right, come on, come on. Oh yeah, here it comes. Woo! Oh!
Little tuna.
Tuna? Wow!
Mini tuna.
Wow, it's pretty.
Pretty, huh?
I'm not sure I've ever seen one close up, really.
Yeah, cool
Really
letter.
pretty.
I think this is a skipjack tuna. You can eat it. It's not the most desirable, but it is edible. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go. Wherever you're fishing.
Thank you for making our life exciting today. Little tuna? Oh, but it might need a little push.
All right.
That's exciting. And we have about 5 more hours to go to get to our destination. Work it, boy! Work it! Big mystery. What do we got? What do we got?
Come on. What do we got? Oh, she's putting up a break.
Okay, okay.
little tuna, man. Yeah, let's do it.
A tuna!
A tuna fish.
Chicken of the sea!
All right, so we need a bucket.
Okay, I got one.
Actually, would you?
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
No, I need, what do I need?
You want to fillet it?
Finally, we arrived at Marina Puerto Bahia. Charles's wife and their 2 kids were there to greet us. First morning to wake up in the Dominican Republic. It's a pretty cool marina. Has restaurants and pools and laundry. We were able to check into customs right here and immigration right here. Beautiful break wall that keeps our waters pretty calm. The ocean's right over there. Lots of spiffy boats around. It's warm. It's warmer here than it was in PR, Puerto Rico. But we're happy to have a couple days just to chill. This little slip we're in, surrounded by concrete on 2 sides, was not the easiest to get into, and I must admit that I aborted and Dale took over. It's the first time I've fully done that and don't want it to become a habit. I want to park this boat. So just looking forward to a pretty chill day. It's a very ominous sky. Pretty ominous. There are some boats out there. You need to go home. Not be there. And the wind is cold. That's the front of the storm, in case you don't know. And stuff is beating around. Oh my gosh. Probably should shut that out in case the rain really starts coming down. At least it will, to be honest. And Dale is worried. Everything's beeping aboard. Beeping. All the beeping. Why does it have to beep? And why do we always have to be next door neighbors to a loud boat? Well, they might be saying the same, because we're slightly loud. Flags are flying. Wind is whipping. People are running for cover, y'all. Oh my word. Tighten up that line. Squeaks and whistles and slapping and... Oh, and those flags over there. Super flying. Flying hard. The palm tree's a little bit blowy. the boat all day long, and we decided to get off the boat and socialize, which led us to margaritas and beer and all the shenanigans. We're in Dominican Republic, which is a Spanish-speaking country, though it's apparently Dominican Spanish. It's a bit different than traditional Spanish. There are French and German and Canadians and yeah, all kinds of people here, which is super lovely. So this catamaran pulled in next to us. Through the night they were dragging, they hit a fishing buoy, but they had been pulling it all night long. In the light of day they discovered they were pulling all that, but they made it here safely. I think they might be, I think they're British. That's what I think they are. So we've had a lot of things happen, like all at once. Rain is coming down. I've lost my glasses, so I have to wear my sunglasses to see. We're on our weekly call. That's everything to do with fishing, which is something we need to know. At the same time, Dale hired people to come tomorrow to wax the boat. It's going to be 2 or 3 days to get it all done. Also, at the same time, my son-in-law and daughter from Australia called us, so we're trying to jockey a lot of things. The priority, of course, is talking to our family. That's the most important. But the person that arrived on the back of their boat in the pouring rain, which we have to welcome aboard so he's not standing out there, needs a deposit to assure that we've actually legitimately hired them for tomorrow's job. So, yeah, a lot of things. Like all day, we've done nothing. We've sat, it's been quiet. It's been amazing. It's Palm Sunday, we watched church. We had some mimosas. We went and had a nice lunch. Rain all morning. The sun is peeking out, but it scared everyone away. Dale and I are one of 2 tables at the restaurant, and nobody in this pool, where I might be later. Ah, so pretty. I'm a little jealous of that boat out there at anchor, though we're getting some wonderful services, paying for our slip, that I'm grateful for. It's been very chill, but then, I mean, the saying is when it rains, it pours. As soon as it started raining, it started pouring. No kidding. We needed to do some provisioning before leaving the DR, so Bree and Charles took us to Las Terrenas, about an hour from Samana by car. As we arrive in Las Terrenas, nestled on the lush Samana Peninsula, we're welcomed by more than just palm-lined beaches and turquoise water. We're stepping into a blend of Dominican warmth and laid-back island life. Traffic was a bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie, but the bustling city streets made it interesting to watch as we went by. Our first stop was a hardware-style store. We were looking for bug spray and some various supplies for the boat. So they have pretty much everything you can imagine. Phone cases, fans, electrical outlets, some nail items, a butt lifter, nail polish. Oh, what's this? Very nice store. We had to travel a little bit to get here. It's quite busy, but we got almost everything on our list.
Here's your mannequin.
I know, I'm trying to get a good video. I can't really see it that good. Cute family walking the break wall. Of course the kids are running way ahead of the parents. But there's not really that many places they can go. I mean, into the ocean, I guess. Beautiful to see kids just running, playing. Right there's the fuel dock. We'll have to visit that before we leave. It's right across from where we are. Shouldn't be that scary. Honestly, after my freak out, I think I'm over it. I think I'm over freaking out. I think I can do it. While at the marina, we kept running into the same couple, Faz and Indira. We struck up a conversation and learned that they were from Canada visiting a friend named John Hagen, a surgeon, sailor, and author living aboard a monohull. We got to meet John, who gave us an autographed copy of one of his books. We exchanged contact information with Faz and Indira in hopes of keeping in touch. We are leaving the Dominican Republic on our way to West Turks. It took us an hour longer to get out of there than we had hoped because of a lunch break that was being taken at the fuel docks. We had to wait. This morning it was just a mad dash. Everybody trying to get fuel. We truly enjoyed our time in the Dominican Republic, especially the Newton family, who invited us into their home, gave us a tour of the area, and waved goodbye to us as we were leaving the marina. We're so glad that you found your boat and that we'll see you out there on the water. And Charles, thank you for being such a great crew member. It was great having you aboard. Our plan was to go to Turks and Caicos from there, but we were surprised by some really rough seas and had to make a decision to abort that plan and do something different. Don't stick your toes in the water right now. Another UTI. Our supplies are running low. We don't have power. Our AIS doesn't work. It just started feeling like we were in trouble. But I am at a deserted island for day 7 or something. Haven't gotten off the boat, feeling a little stir crazy. And now I don't have water and I don't have power.